Hey, I'm just going to do a video on how I process and upload my books in case it helps anybody else to get their books up on the website faster. First of all, I've got my photos that I just took with my iPhone and airdropped over to my computer. You don't obviously have to have a Mac to do this. Use whatever system you have and whatever method you have of getting your photos off your phone and onto your computer, obviously. The first thing I do in preview is just crop the image so that it looks a lot nicer. And so that's just through normal preview. The other thing I do, because I'm a web developer, I know that, every image on a website takes data for someone to download. So I just minimize the amount of data that someone's going to have to download by changing the image size just to a max of 1,000 pixels in any dimension. Okay, so that is the image that will get uploaded to the website. I'll rename it in a moment because, as you can see, it's this format called HEIC. This is a thing exclusive to iPhones. You can upload your HEIC straight to the website. It'll convert it for you, but I also just like to convert them to JPEGs because I'm going to rename the file as well for a little added SEO boost. Okay, so the way that I do my uploads is I love Google Sheets. I use it all the time. I use a combination of Google Sheets and Goodreads to get the information I need to because I don't want to have to type if I don't have to. The other thing that I do is I take a photo, just pulling it over from my other monitor. I take a photo of the back cover for many reasons. A lot of information that we need here specific to the edition of the book that we have here. Obviously, Sense and Sensibility are going to have about 3 trillion editions out there in the world. We want to be able to get the data that is relevant to this version of Sense and Sensibility. So I'm just going to copy the ISBN here and I'm going to use that. So I'm going to put it in the field, get rid of all the dashes. ISBN 13 is very important for Google Marketplace. So make sure you put it in if you have it. And then I'm going to look up this specific edition based on ISBN in Goodreads. So what that's showing me, if we have a look, it looks like a different edition. It might just be a cover variation based on country. Obviously I'm in Australia, but we'll use this version. So I always copy and paste things if I don't have to type. Awesome. Jane Austen, let's copy that. I don't want it with links, so I'll just double click in Google Sheets and it'll put it in plain text mode, or you can put it up in the bar up here. Price I'm going to figure out later. Format I know is paperback. Fine, I'll type that. Okay, so years and pages. Obviously we could look in the book for that, but the thing is about this version of Goodreads, with Goodreads, is that we'll have information about the edition down here that you can grab and copy and paste. And it just helps to speed it up. Every little bit of added speeding up we can do really helps, I find. Now, next thing is the blurb. I always just copy the blurb. Obviously it's not picking up the W. This is Mac Preview and it lets you automatically copy and paste text. There'll be equivalent things on Windows systems, I'm sure, or on Linux systems if that floats your boat. Okay, so there's the blurb of the book. I'll just add some carriage returns in so it's not a huge wall of text. All these little things matter and add up. Now, it looked like it was putting an extra carriage return in there, so I'm just going to return it. There we go. And next thing is condition notes. So this one, I don't think I've even read it. I bought it on a whim and yeah, because obviously I have multiple editions of Sense and Sensibility. I don't think I've read this one. I just thought it was pretty and I haven't read it, so it's time for someone else to read it. There's a few little, nicks in the cover, but there's no major damage on it. So in that case, I'm going to leave cover notes blank because you can see everything you need to see from the photo. Category is going to be fiction. Genres is, I don't know, literary fiction, etc. So what I do here is I have a look at the genres that are actually on the website. There'll be more as we add more categories to it. The other place you can look for this is, in the search. That'll show you. So this would be literary fiction. I'll just copy that. It'd be classics. It's romance as well, and historical fiction, I'd probably say. And you probably don't need to go as detailed as this. I just like to have everything recorded so I know what I've put up. It's not part of a series, so I don't need to worry about that. And then the images I'm actually not using. I could probably just delete that column. Okay, so next thing is naming the image. So what I do, because I have the text started right here, I just copy and paste the title and the author. And then I go back to my image, which I've already resized, export it. Again, this is just preview, so use whatever image editing software you have. So JPEG, name it as whatever I want it to be named. Okay, so now in my Jane Austen folder, I've got this JPEG, which has the title of the book and the author of the book. This is really good for SEO. I mean, every little bit of SEO contributes, as it's going to come up in Google image searches as well. All right, I don't need the back cover anymore. So now it comes down to uploading them into the website. So if I go to my dashboard, not orders, go to books. These are the books I have on the website currently. It's just this box I have of duplicates that's time to find new readers for. I'll go add new book. And then it's just copy paste job. So Sense and Sensibility. It's in fiction, Jane Austen. So what I do here is just start typing it, see if they're there. No, she's not there. So I'll copy it and it'll create that listing for me. Genres, so we chose literary fiction classics, so literary classics, historical fiction. What's the other one? Romance. Still haven't figured out the price, but you know, I'll figure out that soon enough. You just figure out how much you think it should sell for. Let's upload the image, and so it's going to show me all the images that I've uploaded to my account specifically. So let's upload instead. And that's my feature image that it's got there. So what it's doing, the reason it can take a moment is that it's not only uploading it, it's resizing it if it needs to. I've already resized it, so it's fine. My internet's also quite slow, and it's also doing some compressing. I'm going to select that one. I don't need to crop it, so I'm going to skip that. And then the image is there. It's just showing me a little preview of it. If I had any extra images, I could add them through here. It gives you the same upload box, and you can just choose them. Short description is going to be the description of the book. Okay, copy paste. All right, the other thing I do is I correct the spelling. There we go. Okay, it's in stock, but I want to say there's only one allowed in stock. And we know it's paperback, it's not part of a series. Then we have the ISBN. We have the year. Pages. Don't need any condition notes. I don't need any cross sells at this point. If I add more Jane Austen books, I'd probably upsell and cross sell them, so that's the upsells and cross sells are going to show on the product page itself. It's going to say you might also be interested in, and then list those books. And cross sells is going to be if they just purchase this one and then go to the cart, it's going to say, would you like to add these ones as well to your cart? Don't need to at the moment. So save product. So when it comes down to it, once you've got your data, I haven't put a price on it yet. I don't know, let's just say, I don't know, $10. Pricing is probably my least favorite thing out there. Okay, so I've saved that product now. It's going to appear at the top of my product list. There it is, Sense and Sensibility. And it's also going to appear on the homepage there as the newest book. So this loop here is always going to show the newest books on the website. And it automatically also adds it to the front of the all books. And if we filter, obviously, fiction, but if we say we want romance, it's still going to be in that, well, it's first position. Let's say historical fiction. Okay, so it's going to be at the front because it's the newest book on the site. If someone else comes along and puts another one that's part of historical fiction, it'll be in front of it as well. I hope that makes sense and I hope it helps. Cool, have fun.